Hey guys, and welcome! It's your weekly news overview again with all the things happening in and around Battlefield 2042, and today also with the second week of the current Leviathan mid-season event. You can now find the updated tab for the event on your start screen, and besides a new cosmetic bundle in the store and another free item to claim, we also got a new set of rewards that you can unlock by earning ribbons in the event mode. For 15 ribbons, you will receive the Marked for Death weapon charm. For 40 ribbons, it's the Domain Authority vehicle skin for the Apache. And for 75 ribbons, it's the Denial of Service Specialist set for Casper. Remember that only the ribbons earned in Shutdown count towards these unlocks, and none of the ribbons you earn in other modes. Shutdown itself was not changed in any way compared to the former week, and there were no adjustments made to player count, maps, or any other gameplay mechanics. A little bit disappointing, to be honest, since we had more variety in the former mid-season events, especially in the last one for Season 3, where the modes changed every week and were created around a bit of lore. But this time it feels a bit like, here's a mode, here are some cosmetics, now have fun during the next 2 weeks. So actually a small step back compared to the last event in my opinion. Anyhow, one thing you should know about when playing on console though is that DICE is aware that players cannot plant the lands when the button mapping was changed, and they are allegedly working on a fix for this. I'm not quite sure if this is true since the event is only running for 1 more week, but if you don't want to wait for it anyways and you also don't want to change your buttons back to the default mapping, there's a short workaround. Cause to plant the lands you actually need to press the spotting button and the grenade button at the same time, and by default this is RB plus LB or R1 plus L1, so the same combination the game shows you. If you have changed any of this, the game will still show you the default combination, but it won't work. And what you need to do is check what your spotting and grenade button is now and then press them together. For me and also for the settings I had suggested back in the controller setup video, this would be RB or R1 for spotting and D-pad up for the grenade. So holding these 2 buttons at the same time should make it possible for you to plant the lands. If this should not work for some reason, the only option you have is to set the controller back to the default mapping or avoid planting the lands, but I don't think this is the best option. Back to the event cosmetics, we also got another free item you can claim over at the store, which is a weapon skin for the AM40. And there was another cosmetic bundle added that is called Override and costs 1400 coins. It comes with a specialist set for Dozer, weapon skins for the SFAR and SWS, a vehicle skin for the M1A5, and a weapon charm. The other 2 bundles that were added last week are also still available, and all of them will be removed with the end of the event next Tuesday. So if you're interested in any of those purchasable cosmetics, be sure to get them before the event is over. In addition to all the new event stuff, we also got new playlists and portal modes just like every week, and that's Exodus Conquest that seems to stay for 1 more week this time, Seasons Rush XL, which is a chaos mode with up to 128 players on the 4 maps Exposure, Stranded, Spearhead and Flashpoint, and in Portal we got Ninja Warfare and Battlefield World Tour. The World Tour is a returning playlist that features multiple maps across all eras and runs the modes Rush and Conquest, but Ninja Warfare is completely new. It was created by Godless God, a member of the community, and is a 32-player free-for-all variation where you only have a crossbow with 1 shot, a grappling hook, a smoke launcher, a knife and a throwing knife. Every time you do a kill, you will receive 1 more shot for the crossbow, but if you waste your ammo, you will end up as cannon fodder for the others. Pretty interesting mode and definitely a change from the normal Conquest, Breakthrough and Rush playlists, so be sure to check it out. It will be available until Friday. And at the end, as usual, let's have a quick look at the new weekly missions, and these are very focused on the Season 4 gear this time. And a few of them might be challenging for some players, while others might not be, so just a heads up before I start. You can do all of these missions in portal modes against AI. There are 3 different experiences I've already created for you, and in all of them weekly mission progress counts. Just make sure to use a password when hosting them so you won't be disturbed by anyone. In the first section, you need to do 1 melee kill, travel 1 kilometer in ground vehicles, and do 6 kills and assists with SMGs or the SPH explosive launcher. Bit weird combination here. For the melee kill, I can recommend to use Dozer and his shield like I always do, because this allows you to approach the enemy with a bit of cover and 1 hit is enough for a kill. If you don't think you can do this in multiplayer, let the AI be your target of choice. For the distance traveled in ground vehicles, just get into Conquest or Breakthrough and drive around a bit, or for a shortcut use my Conquest experience like I did. And the kills and assists with SMGs or the explosive launcher don't need any explanation, I guess, but I would recommend to use the AC9 here because you will need it anyhow in the second section. Here you have to do 10 kills with the AC9, spot 30 enemies or resupply 30 teammates, and capture or neutralize 10 objectives. Again, a bit strange combination with the spots or resupplies, but maybe they're trying something new here. This mission and also the one with the objectives should be self-explaining, and for the AC9 I just want to quickly share my setup with you in case you haven't played the weapon yet. That's the tactical compensator for more accuracy, the STNR laser for more hipfire accuracy and recoil control, and the standard issue extended mag for a bit higher effective range and a bit more firepower compared to the default close combat ammo. The kills with this weapon shouldn't be much of a problem since it's one of the best SMGs in game at the moment. Just make sure you stay at close range to make the most of it. Once you have unlocked the third section, you need to do 40 kills and assists with either the RM68 or RPT31, 15 kills with the Super 500 shotgun, and earn 25 combat ribbons. Here again, my favorite setups for the 3 weapons. At the assault rifle, I sticked with the default CCN suppressor simply because it comes with a lot of advantages. Then the MGL laser to have a bit more hipfire accuracy and recoil control, and the standard issue extended mag for maximum ammo capacity. But the RM in general is a weapon that's pretty easy to handle and will definitely get you some nice kills. The RPT is pretty okay on the other hand, even though it's not one of my favorites, and here I went with the tactical compensator again for a higher accuracy, the LWG grip for more accuracy while moving, and the high power extended mag, so not a setup to lie around and wait for an enemy to pass by. If you should be struggling with this weapon, I would recommend to use the RM instead. For my setup of the Super 500, I sticked to the default buckshot shells because they seem to be the most reliable, but if you have the flechette shells you can try them as well, they usually work a bit better on point blank. The slug shell on the other hand is not very reliable on this weapon, so I would not really use it. In general, the Super 500 can be a bit of hit and miss and it can take a bit longer to complete this mission, and if you don't have the patience to do it in multiplayer, just host one of the portal modes and kill some AI. The combat ribbons on the other hand should be pretty easy to earn, cause the only thing you need to do for it are kills and vehicles destroyed, and that's what you do in the former missions anyhow, so you should actually earn them on the side. If you want to collect the 10 bonus points as well, simply revive 10 teammates, and I think when you made it this far it shouldn't be much of a problem. And that's it for today, just your usual overview of the weekly missions, portal modes and everything else that was added to Battlefield 2042. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching and thanks to my members for the additional support. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.